The latest lockout news has Commissioner Roger Goodell and DeMaurice Smith meeting together down in Florida for a rookie symposium the NFLPA is putting on. It sounds like things are getting closer. They seem chummy. Is that really the case?
Well, yeah, they seem chummy, and they're talking to each other, and they're behaving nicely, but the reality is, according to our sources, Adam, no, things aren't really getting closer. I think what happened is you had a sea change after the hearing at the 8th Appellate Court in St. Louis, where the judges warned both sides, scared them a little bit, and so what they've decided is civility makes sense, talking face-to-face makes sense. The primary economic issues are no closer to being settled today than they were 3 years ago when the owners plotted this lockout in the first place.
Yeah, obviously that's what it's going to come down to. It comes down to money, getting the actual issues solved, but they are together. I know at the owners' meetings in Chicago last week, they said they had the principals together in the room. Is there at least progress being made? Well,
there is progress being made, and I hate to be the guy who comes along and rains on everybody's parade. You're hearing about these dates of July 4th to July 15th because those are ideal dates to get training camp started on time. According to my sources, the owners already know that's not going to happen. A more realistic date, July 20th to August 1st, and I think closer to August 1st. At this point, the players don't want to play 4 preseason games having had no off-season workout program. So they know they've got a little more time to work these things out. I do think they're close on a rookie wage scale. They've come to some agreement on a 16 versus an 18 game schedule. They figured out they've got to take care of benefits for retired players, but they haven't figured out who is paying for them and how they're paying for them yet. And then you've got the revenue split. And all that good news you heard out of the owners' meetings in Chicago, that's because there was no gag order on those meetings. That's the PR move by the owners to make us think that, hey, everything's going along great. Players hadn't seen that proposal at that point. The little bit we know about that proposal, it's not that different than what caused the players to walk out of the room 3 months ago. So we'll talk a little bit more about that as we go on, but the bottom line is the fact that they're talking good, the fact that they're being incented by the judges is good. There is going to be a deal. It's still further rather than closer.
And now if we get to that August 1st kind of thing and we get pushed back, is there still a good chance the season starts on time?
I don't know about the season starting on time, but I think they're going to find a way to play 16 games. We know they built that 3-week cushion in, okay? Right. Part of that is they could start a week later. It really depends on what kind of shape these guys are in when they get them in and work them out and give them physicals. I think we'll see a full season, but it could be a condensed season.
So that's the latest on what's going on with the lockout. Maybe not as close as some people hope or want to believe, but we're getting there eventually. We'll just see how it goes. Keep checking back to Pro Football Weekly for all of the latest updates.